Dr. Rauni Kukunen Kilde. Hello, Dr. Kilde, and welcome to the Veritas Show. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. It is such a pleasure. First of all, let me just share with you and the audience how I was able to find you. Since most of our listeners know, we are an international show. And at our internet forum, we have people from all over the world. That is the beauty of being in contact with people from so many countries. All of a sudden, there are no borders, just one common goal, the truth. This listener from Germany sent me a video of you during one of your conferences in front of thousands of people. I could not believe what I heard, and my goal for the next few weeks was to find you. And with the help of my friend in Europe, I did. And by the way, I have been fascinated with every presentation and interview. You are smart, charismatic, and you convey your message with so much clarity, conviction, and sincerity that it truly makes a difference to who listens. Why don't you give us a background of who you are and how you came to research all the topics that we'll be discussing tonight?
Well, my background is that of a medical doctor. I'm a retired chief medical officer of Lapland, which is the northern part of Finland. I've also been director at the National Board of Health and replaced our Surgeon General very shortly when he was traveling. I've been member of the New York Academy of Sciences, and currently I'm a bestseller author and lecturer in 6 languages in Europe.
First of all, that book, I want to be talking about your book, There Is No Death. That book is a bestseller. Is it in English also?
I have nothing in English. I have all the books in Scandinavian, 5 Scandinavian languages, and There Is No Death is also in Spanish. But I have nothing in English because I don't know anybody in England or in the U.S. in the publishing companies.
I'm lucky that I'll be able to read your book in Spanish because that's my native language. But I just can't understand why such great material is not available in the United States. So if I can help connecting you to a publisher, would you be interested? Because your material needs to be out. Excellent.
Absolutely, because that's how the books came out in Scandinavia. Somebody always called me. I didn't do anything. I was just giving, lectures and interviews to usual papers, and somebody called and said, could we have it? I said, of course. So if somebody calls from the States, I'll say, yes, of course.
And there's a great story that I'm going to be discussing with you regarding your book, There's No Death, on how you came to write that book, and we'll touch that in a few minutes. But first, just so that our audience knows where we're coming from, I would like to start our interview, Dr. Kilde, by asking you this important question. What is the biggest secret in the world?
The biggest secret in the world is a human being on this planet. We don't know each other, we don't know ourselves, and even medical doctors forget that 87% of our brain is water and about 70% of our body is water. So what it is that holds it together? Of course, it's energy. And according to Einstein, energy just changes form. It never disappears. Who we are and why we are here on this planet, that is the biggest secret for each of us.
Now, of course, the title of our show is Mind Control. Can you define mind control?
Well, yes. I didn't even know that the title was Mind Control, but I would say that the purpose of mind control is to disrupt memory, discredit people through aberrant behavior, alter sex patterns, eliminate information, create emotional balance sometimes too. It can be positive too, but it usually is only used negatively. And the goal for mind control is to program an individual to carry out a mission of espionage or assassination against his own will and against self-preservation. So it's a pretty big issue. And unfortunately, as far as I know, it's only used negatively. European Parliament even warned of dangers already in 1999 in January in a resolution on environment, security and foreign policy, stating all the possible abuses for mind control. And it was calling for an international convention introducing a global ban on all developments and deployments of weapons which might enable any form of manipulation of human beings. And the whole thing about mind control is the manipulation of human beings. And that can be done in many various ways. chemically also, but mostly now with electromagnetic fields, and also